welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna talk to you about content creator burnout, how to spot it, and how we can go avoid it. So burnout is something that's been tossed around for a very long time, but you probably have heard of it. It's basically where you're feeling so exhausted and so tired from doing the same thing over and over again, doing your work, doing your content, etc., that it's taking a toll on your health. You'll often find that you will be getting less sleep. You might find that it's harder for you to get sleep. You might be feeling more anxious about doing work. Thinking about it just might put you in an entire rut, and you just overall will not be feeling good. And generally, most people who experience burnout that I know of will have to quit what they're doing to take the adequate rest that they need. So how do we identify burnout? According to Mayo Clinic, have you found yourself becoming cynical or critical? Do you drag yourself to work and have trouble getting started? Have you become irritable and impatient with people even though typically that's not your normal personality? Do you lack the energy to be consistently productive? Do you find it hard to concentrate? And do you lack satisfaction from your achievements? These are just a few of the symptoms that Mayo Clinic has listed that may identify whether you feel burnt out or not. And the consequences of burnout include excessive stress, fatigue, insomnia, sadness, anger, irritability, substance misuse, heart disease, high blood pressure, and it could lead to a myriad of other things. So if you do feel this way, what are you supposed to do as a creator? It really depends on what stage of burnout you are and how burnt out you are feeling. But if you're feeling the early onsets of burnout, you're finding that you're having a really hard time finding motivation to make content. Even if somebody were to pull your teeth, you cannot be begged to be doing this thing, then you need to take a step back from whatever it is that's causing you burnout. What do you often find yourself dreading? Is it the editing? Is it the filming of content? Is it streaming on Twitch? Or is it all of the above? Whatever it is that you find is that thorn in your side and causing you stress, I would recommend you take a step back and cut back your hours doing it until it is at a level that is satisfactory towards you. From my experience, I used to stream like 25 hours a week. I used to stream 5 days a week, 5 hours per stream, on top of being a full-time student in college. That was super rough and I was really struggling to do it, and I found myself dreading streaming every single day because I was literally just so tired. So as a result, I cut my stream hours back. I cut it back to 4 days a week for 5 hours per stream, and then I was streaming 4 days a week, 4 hours per stream, and now I stream 3 days a week, 4 hours per stream. So I have drastically cut my stream hours back, and if I am streaming and I'm just feeling tired, not up to it, I will just end my stream right then and there rather than trying to push through my streams. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling not into it, and you try to push yourself through it, that will only add to your burnout and make you feel more tired in the very, very long run of your career. If you're in the final stages of burnout, unfortunately, the only step you really could be taking is to take a full step back from whatever's causing your burnout and taking a big break from it. So if it is streaming, then taking a big break from streaming, not posting, just not making content, and give yourself adequate time to rest. It's not adequate rest if you're still thinking about work and if you're still thinking about the content that you have to make. And I do understand that it's a privilege to be able to take a break, but if you do find that you have that luxury and you have the time that you can take a break from content creation and all that stuff, then please do and give yourself the adequate rest that you need. And in terms of a break, take as long as you need. I will say that if you do return to streaming after a break, you ideally don't want to be too inconsistent after you come back from your big break. So take as long as of a break that you need right now. I'm tripping over my words. Even if it's like a couple months, so you can come back completely fresh, completely energized, and feeling ready to stream again. And how do we identify when we're ready to come back from this break? It's how you feel inside. When you start feeling energized, ready to film content again, ready to stream, and you feel like you're brimming with ideas and you're excited to make the content and to do the streams, that's a good sign that you're feeling better and you're feeling less burnt out. Now, how do we avoid burnout in the first place? Because obviously, the ideal situation is just to prevent it entirely if we can. A couple of things that we can do. The first way to avoid burnout is to not set yourself up for failure from the beginning. Don't make a stream schedule that is really hard for you to stick to. I originally, again, was streaming 5 days a week, 5 hours per stream, but I was a full-time student. And I was streaming at 9 p.m. and ending stream at 2 a.m. in the morning because I had class until 8 p.m. Because again, I graduated from UC Berkeley in 3 years, so I overloaded my class schedule every single semester so I could graduate early. It was a lot. I was taking almost 20 units per semester on top of streaming this much. So it was really hard to juggle both. I should have never done that stream schedule in the first place because it was way too hard to keep up with, and I should have only streamed 3 days a week for 3 hours per stream and streamed only 9 hours a week like that instead of 25 hours per week. On top of setting yourself up for failure, don't stream at a time that's really hard for you to make. If you find yourself being a night owl, don't force yourself to stream in the morning because you think, oh, there might be more international viewers in the morning. You will be more tired when you're streaming. Your streams won't be as fun because you're more tired, you're just not up to it. It's not at the peak time that you're feeling energized, and overall, because you're not working with yourself and you're working against yourself, you're literally going to set yourself up for failure because you are creating a structure that you're gonna have a hard time upholding. Same on this too, don't set yourself up for a posting cadence on making content on other social media if you can't handle it. Ideally, I post 3 times a day on TikTok, and I think that's like the best if you can make that schedule. But again, I'm a full-time creator. I literally just quit my job, so I have the free time to post 3 times a day. If you have other responsibilities, etc., it's really hard to make that content happen. And if you set yourself up by expecting yourself to post 3 times a day, knowing you have a full-time job and you have other responsibilities, like maybe you have a kid, that's gonna be a recipe for disaster because you don't have the time to do it. And it's totally fine. Everyone has their own different schedule. Just work with yourself. If the most you can post is only 3 times a week, that is totally fine. Just do the best that you can. Also, set boundaries. Oftentimes, chat will ask you to stream longer, they'll ask you to stream more, they'll ask you to play games that you don't really want to play, and make sure you have the word no in your vocabulary. If chat asks you to stream longer but you're not feeling up for it, then don't stream longer. Only stream the amount of time that you really feel like you want to be streaming and playing the games that you want to play. And if people are asking you to do extra things, just firmly tell them, nope, this is as much as I'm gonna do, and that's it. You don't have to bend over backwards to cater to your chat. A good chat will understand that you as a streamer need your time and your rest, and they will be there no matter what. And make sure you take breaks. If you're starting to feel the onsets of burnout, the best thing that you can do is take a break immediately. A lot of people I find are often scared to take breaks because they're worried that people aren't going to come back after their break. And I'm here to tell you that people will come back after your break as long as you let them know that you're returning. Oftentimes, the only reason people really experience that drop in viewership from taking a break is because they didn't tell people they were coming back, so no one knew that they were coming back. I'll make a whole separate video, and I've already had one, I believe, on how to properly hype up a return stream so that you don't lose viewers. Actually, I know I have one. I'll put it up here down below if I remember. People aren't going to leave just because you took a break. And think of it this way, right? What is worse? Taking a small little break here, maybe for a couple of weeks, and then maybe losing 1 or 2 viewers when you come back, versus having to entirely quit content creation, which was something that you really loved and you really dreamed of doing because you burnt yourself out too badly. That break is only a small little battle, but you lose the entire war if you burn yourself out so much you have to quit. And I know so many people who are content creators who completely quit doing content even though they really love doing it because they burned themselves out too much by setting themselves up for failure and not doing all the things listed above. And it doesn't mean their career is completely over. You can always come back, but they definitely stopped making content because they got really burnt out. So don't expect too much from yourself. Set realistic expectations for your content creation career. And as long as you're doing your best, that's the most important thing overall. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get back into regular uploads, by the way, guys, because I got really burnt out. I don't know if you guys realize that, but I used to post 3 times a day on YouTube for an entire year, and I completely stopped doing that because I got really tired. I hated editing, so YouTube videos are tedious to edit, and I just burnt myself out. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things now that I had quit my job. I really told myself that I was going to give myself a full month of doing nothing and resting and chilling. I still need to do that, but I've just been taking it really easy, taking it really slow. I've just been filming the bare minimum TikTok videos, and now I'm getting back into YouTube videos because I'm finally feeling excited to film YouTube videos again. So I'm in the exact same boat, to be honest. So you'll see more YouTube edits and videos from me, but it's probably only going to be once a week for now, or maybe twice a week, until I get some more content filmed and prepped and ready. So thank you for bearing with me. And again, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to check me on Etsy, where I sell Twitch emotes, overlays, and stuff like that for creators. And I also have a coffee in which I have free emotes and other resources for streamers and creators. And also check me out on Twitch. I do stream 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. PST. Peace out.